Resume this recording where we left off at after the attempt at streaming to see how that would work, which was utterly unsuccessful. I did post the little video, or the stream to the playlist for this. However, it's only going to be about 17 minutes or so, and it's just not going to be great. We lose the network a little ways in, so it ends up being audio only, and that's just no fun for anybody. So we'll probably try streaming again later. My internet does tend to be, I'd almost like to call it seasonal, because there's certain times of day where it's just completely terrible, and there's other times of day where it runs fantastically. But for now, we'll hop in our ship just to see. We have to hop back in it so it'll actually function, because it likes to just break periodically. So we'll throw the shield there. We've got hyperdrive, a pulse engine. Great. Pulse engine. See if we can't shift these over. Yeah, so pulse engine, a hyperdrive, and a starship module. And like I did say earlier, we will get these storage augmentations. They're more likely in the higher grade ships. So since we did scrap an A rank, we went ahead and got one of those. We will not be using that on this ship here, because we will be swapping this ship out once we have access to actual funds and things like that. Like, there's actually a solid chance I'm going to go ahead and sell the materials I just got from scrapping that ship and try to upgrade the ship we have to something that is in fact better. Because that 4.3 mil or so that we get should put a decent dent in that. So we got those. Oh, those are selling on up. Those are selling on a slight down. It still wasn't a terrible take. So it gave us what, 5.8 mil. So we'll come over here. Look at this ship here. Hey, where's the guy that belongs to this ship? Did he fall through the world? Okay, well, it seems like he's not gonna work with us, so. Yeah, no, he just hopped in and left. That is unfortunate. I'd trade for something like this that are better early on for the increased cargo space, but they always want like 10, 11 million as a trade-in, and that's for the lower ranks. So, see if we come down here to make an offer. This is a Type C. It's got 24 slots. It's actually worse than ours. Yeah, we definitely don't want to exchange for that. Let's see here, we got a little round nose fighter there. Well, they're basically identical ships. Hey. Officer, I need you to tell me how much it'll be to take your ship off your hands. It's a Class C. What do we got? 14 and 24. That ain't no good. That's terrible. All of these ships are just the bad. That's probably going to be the higher ranking ship, that Explorer class. And honestly, I just don't like the looks of those ships. But right now, it's less about look and more about what we need. We'll go on hunts for specific ships at some point, but right now we just need to be going off. It's literally 3 and 1. These ships are all, they're not even really upgrades. is the real problem. Plus another thing is I have to make sure that I can take all of my little upgrade modules and especially my rocket launchers with me, because a lot of ships, when you trade them in, they won't have rocket launchers. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 slots, which I definitely have. So, alright, you, how much are you wanting for this ship? How terrible of a ship is it going to be? If we keep getting bad shit, okay, see, now this is one we might go for. We have enough to exchange for it. 2 more tech slots and 5 more cargo slots. That's a huge win. So what we'll do, we'll go into here and just kind of it is such a slow process getting these things transferred over. 1, 2. We got 3 more we can swap over, which is nice. Since that's the case, we should be able to. No, you better not have just left, sir. Okay, Captain's still here. I'm going to make an offer on the ship. I'm going to negotiate the price. Even though we took all of our upgrades off, it doesn't actually change the price of anything, which is quite nice. And then you do want to make sure that you transfer all of your cargo over. I've got to do that in the past, and it cost me badly. I lost everything I had, which was not a fun time. And then we'll just go ahead and exchange. Up here. There we go. We get our little text going. He also had a another shield upgrade, which is nice. Just kind of shift things around. I like having my shields be boosted a pretty decent amount. Got those in there. That's there. I know they work best if you put them in sequence, so I might actually shift that, because I only have the one. Which one do you go to? Yeah, you go to. So I only have the one. How did I not ever put that? There it is. One of those. So I can take that side down, which means I can take these across, and those ones will go down. Yes. Yeah, and I'll never need more slots than these 3 for your ship shields, so I'll eventually replace the A, and I might even replace the black market module if I can find one that's like a 30 or 33%. And we always want our rocket pods. So yeah, there we go. That leaves us with some spare tech slots. Not a whole lot in the way of our cargo slots, but that'll be alright. So with that, we are going to go ahead and resume our actual missions, and we'll start by warping to another galaxy. So let's see here. Galactic Core is probably going to be the way to go. Let's see what we have here. I don't have any of these scanner modules, so I cannot learn anything new. Or I can't learn anything about systems until I arrive at their location. Alright. We've got 4 planets, 2 moons, high tech, balanced economy, and a low conflict level. That's pretty good. There we go. Trigger the next system. Got system malfunction. Searching for other routes. Searching. There we go. Finally obtained. Oh, all of the 16s again. Killing light years. That's what I'm assuming that translates to. Sure, we'll accept that. Fuel source has been detected. But whenever I enter a new system, one of the first things I like to do, just pop over to the space station real quick. You need to land on them at least once, or you won't be able to portal to them later. But for now, we're going to go ahead and land. And we'll be able to pick up our new exosuit module, which will give us probably going to go for a tech slot on this one, because we definitely need more exosuit tech slots. We'll also see which each of them are selling for the nanites. I don't have much, but it's good to know what they have on offer for once you get what you need. Actually, I'm doing alright on tech slots, so now we will go ahead and just purchase another upgrade slot. For now, we don't have anything to deal with those guys for now. What is this ugly thing? Let's compare. We have more slots, we deal more damage, and we have better range. The only thing this thing has that would even possibly make it worthwhile would be this paralysis mortar. But even that's not really worth it. Not for a third of what we have in funds. So, what do you have? No, I don't want that. Talk to the person, not the stupid computer. Installable multi-tool upgrade module. Let's see, what do we have? We've got a plasma launcher and they've got a bolt caster. Alright, that's good. Nope. Nav data. Free nav data is always a win. What do we got? Launch thrusters module. We're definitely going to come back for that. And we're definitely coming back for that hyperdrive module. So then, what do you have, Mr. Exosuit Man? Purchase modules. C-grade shield modules are actually good to get because they don't tend to require recharging. Oh, no, I'm thinking of these modules, the hazard protections. Thermal protection. Life support and movement. We're probably going to come back and try to get at some point. But for now, that's everything we need. Actually, we need to sell some things from our Starship inventory. Let's go. We'll transfer these over. Transfer that over. Transfer these slimes over. Corvex case and Gek relics. There we go. And that clears up a nice chunk of our... That was a terrible thing. That was not what I wanted that to do. That'll clear up a nice chunk of inventory space on our ship for storage later. Meantime, let's get out of here. Let's see. Up here. We're gonna talk to all of the little Gek guys. Gotta learn that language. We'll give him a gift. That'll give us a little bit of standing with them. And we'll learn travel symbol. The word find. Alright. What do you guys gotta have to say for yourselves? Let's learn another travel symbol. Alright, planet. What do you got? Let's request another word, learn. We want a friendship symbol this time. I just go with whatever's on top because it saves a little bit of time scrolling through and picking out specific words. There's like 700 something words per language you can learn except for Atlas, which I think only has like 200 or 300. Practice. We want a symbol about the Gek. Oh, we've learned the word for Gek. Oh, you're a sales Gek. Yeah, just say for yourself. A trade symbol. Oh, now we know how to say trade. Hireling. Dialect help. Trade symbol. Units. Oh, great. Now we know if somebody's talking about some money. I'll give you your Corvax casing. Give us a little bit of rep with those guys. And what do you have to say to those? Trade symbol. Oh. Asta. Adza, rather. And this is the tedious part. Learning all the... You gotta sit here manually go through and talk to every single person on the space station to learn all the words. You actually end up losing out on a good chunk of words on the first space station you go to because they force you to permanently lock out. It's 3 characters. But what do we got? Viking symbol. Warrior. Cool. Now we'll sell. No, we don't want to buy, we want to sell. We want to sell a hard frame engine. Blind, no, there's my all-one portals, the slime, and the goop can go away. There we go. We do want to transfer that over there as well. There we go. Things are looking up. What do we have for... Hey. Why can't I talk to you? Let me talk to you, sir. We want to purchase a random map. See what sort of random map that they have on offer. This guy is selling language charts, basically what that's about to do. It's historical locations. So it might be a chart for one of those and one of those. There you go. One might be a chart for a ruin where we might be able to earn some money, or it could be a chart for... Alright, we'll pop that and that. That one. What is that one going to discover? Perfect, a distress signal. That could be our next multi-million-dollar scrap. We got it here for now, and it looks like we got lucky and it stuck all of those on the same planet as our mission. That's a huge win. Alright, so I need to craft an antimatter housing and a carbon nanotube so that we can go to that drop pod. Oh, I'm too close to the space station. Get over there. We'll hit the drop pod, the monolith, and then the distress beacon. Actually, drop pod's 2 minutes away. Okay, they're actually pretty close together. Although the monolith is closer and the distress beacon is there. So we'll go monolith to drop pod to distress beacon. And hopefully there's no one at this looks like this is going to be a trial. Maybe. Some of these weird pyramidal structures will force you to solve a little puzzle, and if you solve them wrong, you can do anything from take damage to just not get a reward. What are we looking at here? Next concern with that, how common are the sentinels are going to be everywhere in here. That's not great. Let's grab this knowledge stone, and then this one over here. Go away. There we go. Gek monolith. The Gekgoshe, huh? The something, the... Alright. Says for mercy an ancient voice and wants to die. Yeah, we're gonna put the thing out of its misery. Oh, we've learned an Atlas word. And we've increased our reputation. Alright, so we're going to do scan some birds, maybe. If the scanner's going to work today. There we go. Alright, what else do we got? Let's scan around a little bit. Oh no. That's not great. Whoa, what is that thing? A flying fish. Looks like a flying fish. But alright, we're going to go ahead and work on getting some scans going so we can see what's available in the area. Plus I want to go inside this cave so I can save my batteries for when I really need them. Ooh, that's a win. I didn't even realize these were here. Vortex cubes. Let's go. Alright. So that's our second variant of a marrow bomb. Alright, we just caught that thing. If we go in here, we'll check our discoveries. There's 10 discoveries. How many of them are underground? No underground. Okay, that's an even bigger win. That means we don't have to worry about not being able to find every creature on the planet. I think we even just got our last flying creature. So now we just got to go up here. And we'll find these little red dots. We'll track all of these guys down real quick because that's going to give us a massive amount of units for finding everything. And it'll give us a nanite boost as well. That's an interesting creature. Alright. Oh, we got us some unidentified minerals and plants. Oh, got us a slug creature. Fun times. Oh, a little couple of sodium plants. Grab those real quick. Yeah, let's scan that. Scan that. Whenever you first land on a planet, the first thing you're going to do is just sit there and just scan everything you can see. Because it's one of the fastest ways to make funds, and it's why you should always try to find upgrades for your scanner to increase how much you can make off of the... Oh, got us some units. There we go. That one's got one, and there's another one. Wouldn't be surprised there's more two of those. Alright. So we need to go ahead and top off our battery there. These wheel creatures are kind of crazy. I'm just glad they're not hostile. Scan that. Okay, none of those. Scan them all. Alright, come over here. Go ahead and loot this real quick. That thing looks... That's just... It's like the little... what's the way to describe that? It's like how in some animes they'll chop up the hot dogs to look like little octopus. That's all that is. That's just a little green octopus boy. Oh, that's hilarious. This game can be utterly ridiculous sometimes. Alright, so we've already been there. That's real far away. Like I said, we're gonna focus on the exosuit, the ship, and this monolith here first, just to get those maps out of our inventory. So. Oh, hello there. Popped up out of nowhere. Alright, that's gonna be a minute. I'm not nearly entertaining enough to be flying for a minute straight. So, try to cut that down a little bit. Try to keep the activities going. Land. Awesome. And we'll trigger that little beacon there so that we can get a save point and a free little nav chart. Microprocessors. Need some more of those, I guess. We'll go to here. I bought the last one of these, so I am going to throw another one up there. We don't really need them this early, but later on you're going to end up needing just a ridiculous quantity of them. Do a quick scan, see if there's any creatures we haven't seen available. There are not. So hop back out and head to the next point. We got 14 seconds. Okay, there's Mosey over there. Don't break the atmosphere for that one. Is there going to be a guy here? Okay, this ship we might not scrap, depending on what the ranking is. We might just fix it up enough to become flyable, and then as we're going through, we'll try to get our resources up so that we can repair it. These little cargo pods are ridiculously useful. Okay, black box, panic reptilian trader. Okay, so the recently installed ship tech seems to have been the cause of his problem. So, let's search for some cargo. What do we got? No, it's just a bunch of ship tech with a broken blueprint. Oh, an economy scanner. Nice. Those will allow us to see the state of just, well, the economy in systems before we warp to them, so we can find out what that economy produces and how well off the economy is. Which, when you want to become a space pioneer with lots of money, that's all good information to know. I have my starship. We definitely want to put those on there. We'll put this scrap in there as well. Obviously that and that need to go in there. Can I craft a life support gel? I can. Craft another one of those. Put those down there. And we'll give that to somebody to raise our Gek rep even further. Put that in my starship. And just some condensed carbon. Alright, that ain't bad. What do we got here? The Tahayama of the Abyss. Let's compare our slots. We have 23 currently functional slots with 64 total unbroken. That's a huge win. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 currently. Which I think that should be enough to transfer from one to the other. Let's find out. I can always put these back. Nope. Okay. So that won't work because we do not want to give up that much inventory space. Why do I even have that? That should have been sold. I only have a B-rated shield on here, which is a shame. There are 4 free tech slots. I also have 4 free tech slots, so... I wish it would break it down into how many available... Like, when you go to the cargo screen, it shows you how many total out of how many broken... like, unbroken versus... Like, same thing it's already showing, but just for that specific area, so you didn't have to sit there and count the unbroken spaces. Like, a lot of this isn't hard to get, except for these 3 will take ages to get. Because finding activated copper is not an easy feat. Everything else here we could actually repair fairly easily. It's just a matter of condensing the different types of ferrite, finding an ocean world to get some chlorine, and a frozen world for dioxide. We could honestly we might even be able to find phosphorus on this world. Yep. Yeah, we could get the phosphorus we need from just right here. So what we'll do is we'll compare this one and we'll claim it. We're not going to sell that one just yet, but we'll work on fixing it up as we're able. One thing I did forget is we do need to... Okay, I need ferrite dust. So that's... Oh, there's a creature over here. We'll get away from the sentinel that's right here behind us. We'll scan this weird orb. And there's no other creatures. Oh, sodium nitrate crystals. That's a pretty big deal. Oh, an unidentified plant. Oh, let's just ferrite dust. The thing is, we can find pure ferrite now that we have the advanced mining laser. And that makes gathering that significantly easier. We don't have to sit there and try to harvest or try to refine pure ferrite. We do need so much of it though. Whoa. Oh no, it's just telling me that my equipment's about to break. Alright, so we claimed this place. We claimed that ship. Until I repair it, however, it won't count. It'll sit there and act like I don't own the ship, which means if I were to pop another distress beacon, it would. Oh, I need. All of that. Okay. Can't craft any hydrogen gel. I didn't even think to look and see if the thruster module was broken. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's find some more. There's some dihydrogen over here. Get out of here, trying to get away from this. Go away, Sentinels. You guys are obnoxious. You're always just ruining my day. Orb. Solid chunk of dihydrogen crystals for this. So this is what I'm trying. Protection falling. That's alright. Oh no. Go away. This is gonna be a tedious process. We just got a bunch of sodium nitrate, so we'll use that instead. Excellent. How much did that give you for that? Not enough. Alright, so now that he's over there, we'll run off over to the other side of this little cliff from him. And get that little cluster of purifier over there, and that should give us everything we need to fix the ship enough to be flyable and count as claimed. Alright, let's go. Okay, the flying fish glow in the dark. That's kind of pretty. Alright. Now we'll come over here, we'll get the ship repaired. We'll probably sit in it for a couple of seconds. Let our thermal fully recharge. That's that. There we go. Cool. Yeah, see, these things have terrible damage output. They usually have a decent amount of shield strength there, so it's not too terrible. For 64 slots, that might be worth keeping, so for now we'll leave it alone and see what it has, but it's probably a little stress signal man. Worst case scenario, we can always decide to scrap it later if we find something that ends up being something better. No, we don't want that. Those buildings aren't great. Protection falling. I used a second map. Where'd it go? Oh, wait, that one found an observatory, I think. Which is a long-range distress signal. So, go ahead and here. Look at all these buildings, all the containers. Unending no, that's just tedious. I'd prefer it to be unending night. So much better. Protection falling. Yeah, go inside this building, see what these little types of buildings have available for us in this system. Each system is slightly different. Looks like it'll be one building will have nanites. The other building will have a shield recharge and some more nanites. That's not bad at all. That's a pretty decent little setup. Alright. Yeah. And then we want, what does this one have? We're not gonna keep picking up those slimes anymore because we're getting to the point where our inventory space is not going to sustain being constantly bombarded with that. You need to shift that over. You want to put these in sequence. So we're going to get a massive boost in what we get for basically everything. Mineral and flora is going to give us the most since both of them give us that little bonus. But we'll still get a good chunk out of everything off of the animals now as well. We should see a marked increase in what we can put out. Alright, so he's adding trade profits. And they rub together greedily. Tells my friend, the Gek, and something to do with units. In this case, he clearly wants units, so we're going to give him some units. Sweet, some technology. Ah, hyperdrive module, huh? That's not a bad... No, it's out of range. Not a bad trade. Not what I would have preferred for tech modules, but that's fine. The light from the works will work in this installation. Watch this come scan the skies for new system spatial anomalies. The beacon has been received. Oh, this is always the easiest one. Because it's just a series. So it's 1 2 1 2 2 1 2 1 and it just infinitely repeats. So you just look at the last one and shift everything by 1. Need to get me some hydration going. It's been a nice solid 109 where I'm at, so it's gotta stay hydrated or you fall over. Nobody wants to be falling over. Oh, it was a monolith beacon? Boo! That's just another historical site. Let's see here. Lots of copper. I do need a bunch of copper and a bunch of phosphorus, so... Which one's closer? 360, I'll go the phosphorus. So we're gonna go grab the phosphorus real quick, and then grab that copper deposit. And then we'll start our journey back over to the actual mission objective, which I've somehow managed to get farther away from. Oh, there's a copper deposit right there too. Ooh, what is that deposit? Silver. We do need a bunch of silver for a bunch of crafting recipes and repairs. So easily distracted from my task. I mean, if you're gonna line up resource nodes like this, I'm gonna collect them. Alright, so I'm just going to harvest all of this good old silver. Useless for selling, excellent for crafting. It's funny that in this universe, materials that we consider the basis for monetary value are utterly worthless. But anything where, like, that's actually crafted is worth it. So rather than using those resources as a standard for monetary output or monetary value, we use, this game uses them as a source for improvements. Which honestly, considering that gold and such is some of the best conductors in the world, using it to say, hey, our money's worth this much because we have this much gold is just a waste of resources. We could be using it to improve our technology in a significant way. Oh no. Running low. Hey, there we go. That's a win. We got a boost.
Ground protection falling.
Need to research what the findings for those other animals are, so I can get those found real quick. I'd like to find them before I leave this planet. We need them nanites. We shall hunt for the animals. We'll have a better chance of finding something new after we do a long period of traveling, because it'll despawn all the creatures currently spawned. There is a spawn limit for creatures. So if all of your active spawns are taken up by things you've already discovered, then you won't be able to find anything new. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just wandering mindlessly. Ooh, already found you, Mr. Octopus. Are you running? No. What do we have here? Some bulkwood, some fireberry. Sweet wood. I don't care about any of that. What do I need for this? I've already put that in there. Okay, we just need some more chromatic metal.
Ground protection falling.
Oh, good. Still need more pure ferrite, so we'll go ahead and... Ow! Whoa! Alright. Oh. This guy out the way so I can scan that dangerous plant and harvest it of its oxygen. Ha ha ha. Give me the oxygen. We'll also go ahead and get that one just because we've already try and get as much as we can before the Sentinel decides to come start investigating why the rock is. You over here building things? Can't be building things. It's not allowed.
Ground protection falling.
Ah, Sentinels. I think they are a needed aspect of the game, because otherwise you just have a large amount of, I don't know, it just, to me, not having them makes it seem like there wouldn't be any real, there wouldn't be anything stopping from the civilizations from being so ridiculously overpopulated on every world that you wouldn't be able to do anything. Oh, let's see here. We're just going to run to our ship. We're not going to make it. We're going to take damage. But that's alright. It's not going to be much damage.
Extreme heat damage detected.
All I'm going to do is get in here real quick.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Hey, yeah. There we go. Our shields have already been restored. That's going. Need to recharge my mining beam. Let me see. We can use phosphorus for that. Oop. There we go. Then run over to our ship. I guess I should get to that building. But at the same time, all it's going to do is give me nanites. It did say technology, but that's always a lie. Those stupid abandoned buildings are literally, they only give you nanites, even if you get one on the scanner that says rare technology available. There's no technology. Which is a shame, because it would be nice to be able to get blueprints in a variety of ways instead of just one or two. Oh, I'm gonna go to the cloud. somehow the time increased, even though I've been traveling towards the objective. Come on now, where are we at? Where is the building? There it is. Down here. We're going to pop our silver into our ship inventory. Put those in our ship inventory. I keep those. Oh. And we can install that now too. Give us a little bit of distance increase, I guess. Let's go. Try and learn all the things. Okay, I guess we're saving and charting before the box is 2 inches from the face. Interact with the thing behind you. Some of the ways things interact in this game are just nonsense. Alright, hold on here. Let me check. Alright, there ain't no tentacles on the ceiling fixing to slap me upside the head. Got a bunch of microprocessors, which isn't helpful. Terminals are now active. I awoke from a dream where I was drowning in something thick and gluttonous. It filled my pores and suffocated me. I want to believe that this is my tired mind playing tricks. I've been so long without deep sleep. The crimson sphere shimmers at the corner of my eye whenever I try to rest. I cannot comprehend how it tracks my spore from world to world. Or is it that I am following it? The orb cannot be in all places at once. That cannot be. Alright, and we're going to be given some nanites. Oh, projectile ammunition. And nanites. Cool. I wouldn't really say that that was technology. Like I said, it's always a lot. I don't even need to craft ion batteries. I know I can. I just want to know if it's worth it. No, because I need my ferrite dust right now. Alright. Let's go ahead and pop out of here. Pop up here. We'll leave the planet's atmosphere. And then we will... Oh, good grief. I hate these tiny moons because sometimes you can't, like, even though I'm clearly outside of the atmosphere, it'll still seem like, oh no, you're too close to the atmosphere. And we land. We're gonna have to refill that. And I have nothing to refill that. Alright, well, that's not great. Okay, 340 meters that way. We'll do a scan for unknown creatures. There we go, we got one. What do we got? What do we got? Ah, some sort of diglet. Basically, that's all that is. That's just a diglet. Alright. Hopefully I can get away with mining these without the sentinel coming over here to ruin my day. Probably not. There we go. Oh, sweet. And we got a crystal fragment. Boom. That gives us a pretty decent boost. Single crystal fragment is worth 30 units. I mean, 30 of the item. Ooh, a rock. Tell me what you know, knowledge stone. Alright. We are getting low on time on this recording. We've got about 5 minutes left, so we're going to try to get to the destination of this objective and call it. I'm pretty sure the destination is that weird monolith right there, which is nice because we are going to harvest the dihydrogen. Never ever have too much dihydrogen. Oh, it's a pretty chromatic metal. I'll take it. This game is pretty much a constant state of I need this particular resource because no matter how much of it I have, it's never enough. Alright, let's see. And then yeah. Get out of here. Finish heading over to there. I'm probably gonna have to hide in a cave near here somewhere. Looks like there's some cave right here, so I should be able to take cover and regen my health pool.
Thermal protection falling.
Let's go. I'm actually really glad there hasn't been a storm yet. That would be inconvenient. It's obviously alien and out of place. Which is a lie. I literally just encountered a structure exactly like this one. Like, identical to this one. A strange fragment of broken speech. Is it traveler? Is it friend? It is traveler. But I do not declare friend quite yet. Something has taken notice of the reply, I see. Overwhelmed by a sense that something has awoken and someone is watching me. It forms another question. Is it first or is it last? To my knowledge, it is first. I do not know how I'm being spoken to. This monolith is ancient, and I cannot escape the feeling that it has asked these questions many times over. It asks again, have they seen the Crimson Eye, and has the Crimson Eye seen them? The answer to that is both. Likelihood of anomaly exceeds safety parameters. A breach has been detected. Alert, alert. The boundaries fall. The walls collapse. Your universe awaits. Find us, traveler. Oh, that's fun. Got another little warp cell. Woohoo! Alright, so before anything, we're gonna go off into this cave real quick. And get in here, recover our thermal protection. Or it's not. There we go. And we'll go ahead and end the stream there for today. And get the upload process started on this one. And start recording the next one. I'll see y'all next time.